Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, if you're an administrator, maybe an educator or a manager feeling a bit swamped by school data, those endless spreadsheets and reports that just don't quite hit the mark, well, our mission today is really focused. We want to get into how you can use genuinely customizable reporting to, cut through that noise and actually make smarter decisions based on data.
Yeah, that's right. Because the standard, the one-size-fits-all report, it often just doesn't work for schools, especially the small and mid-sized ones.
Exactly.
So we want to show you the specific features that turn your school management software from just a data bucket into a real strategic tool, something that puts you back in control.
Okay, let's unpack that a bit. The real value here, it seems, isn't just seeing the data.
No.
It's about tailoring the insights, right? So whether you're looking at, say, student performance or attendance patterns or even finances, customization lets you slice that data how you need it without having to constantly bother an IT person to, run manual exports.
And that's really key. There's a strategic reason why this is so necessary. Every single school has its own unique requirements.
Right.
Could be local compliance rules, maybe specific things the board wants to see, or internal reviews, standard reports. They just can't cover all that detail.
So that custom control is crucial, and it leads straight to the advantages for administrators, doesn't it? We're talking about more than just flexibility.
Oh, definitely. It's about achieving, I'd say, predictability. Take accuracy. With customized reports drawing on live data, you reduce those manual errors you get from copying and pasting into spreadsheets.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And think about efficiency. Automating these reports, it saves hours, literally hours, compared to doing it all by hand, especially for things like state reporting or accreditation paperwork.
Huge time saver. And compliance, getting those required documents ready quickly.
Exactly. And clarity, that's another big one. When you design the report layout yourself, you can tailor it perfectly for your audience. Board members, staff, parents, they see exactly what they need to see, clearly.
That list of benefits sounds great. But, administrators might be wary of complicated software. So if you're looking for a system, what are the absolute must-have features on that checklist?
Okay, good question. First, and this is foundational, you need custom fields.
Custom fields, why is that so fundamental? Don't most systems cover the basics?
They cover basics, yes. But schools aren't basic. They have unique needs. Maybe you track specific after-school program participation or certain local compliance flags.
Okay, see.
Custom fields let you add those specific data points that are unique to your school, things the default system doesn't even know about. It allows for that deep personalization.
Got it. What's next?
Second, look for drag-and-drop builders. This is huge for usability.
Ah, so no coding required.
Exactly. It means any administrator, without needing IT backup, can create quite complex reports intuitively, just dragging elements onto a canvas.
That intuitive interface, the UI, sounds critical. We heard from one admin, a director of operations, who stressed that. They said it needs to feel modern and professional.
Yes, user adoption is key. And connected to that is export options. You need flexibility here.
Right, like CSV for digging deeper, maybe PDF for the board?
Precisely. CSV, XLS, PDF. You need to get the data out in the format that works for the situation.
Makes sense. What else is essential?
Real-time updates and integration. The report needs to pull live data, no delays.
So the information is always current?
Always. And integration means connecting data across different parts of the system, like attendance, grades, billing.
Ah, so you could see, for example, if attendance dips correlate with payment issues.
Exactly that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That lets you spot trends, maybe forecast enrollment more accurately, or monitor the school's financial health strategically.
That really paints a picture of the real-world impact. That director of operations also mentioned that customization sometimes needs to go beyond just reports extending to labels or even features in other modules.
That's a great point. And we heard from another operations manager who said features like scheduling and attendance were impactful because the system was easy to use and tailor after training.
So ease of use and training are part of making customization actually work in practice.
Absolutely. If it's easy to adapt and use, the staff will actually leverage that data day to day.
Okay, so boiling it down. Effective school management software, especially with these customizable reporting tools, it really transforms that raw data into, actionable insight.
Yes. It improves compliance, boosts efficiency, and genuinely supports better strategic planning for the school.
Which leads us to our final thought for you listeners.
Right. The true value here, we think, isn't just about checking boxes or, generating a report for the next board meeting. It's really about moving beyond just tracking what happened and actively using that tailored data to shape better outcomes for your students and your entire institution. It's about foresight.
A powerful idea to end on. Using data not just to report, but to shape the future. Thank you for tuning in to the Deep Dive.